Hey there, and welcome to another episode of Tales from the Podcast. I'm your host, JB. Chuck, unfortunately, is getting a colonoscopy at the moment. So if anybody has him on your friends list, go message him, tell him, that, sorry we missed you. Hopefully everything went well. I know he's been in a lot of pain today. So let's all just have high hopes. This colonoscopy went really good for him. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about some really cool shit here before we get started with everything. First off, check out some of our sponsors. Our friend Sydney, which everything is going to be posted right now in all of your comments. She does these wax melts. They're pretty fucking awesome. And you can save 20% by using their code TFTP20. I mean, you're going to buy this kind of shit anyway, make your house smell nice. Why not help somebody out locally and just, get some really cool horror-themed ones. Also, check out House of Mysterious Secrets over at houseofmysterioussecrets.com. You can use our code 4130 and save up to 10% on all your awesome horror merch. And then last but not least, for those who don't know, I was part of a comic book. And, it did pretty good. There's still copies left, though. So you can go ahead and check that out over at talesfromthepodcast.com. You can basically do whatever you want to this damn thing. I don't give a fuck. Buy a few copies. You're a little late for Christmas, but for those who you don't give a fuck about getting something on time, get them a late Christmas gift. It's better late than never, right? So anyways, I know you guys want to talk about some fucking horror shit. So let's go ahead and introduce not just our regular guest, but somebody who's going to be replacing Chuck tonight. All right, so we'll start off with our guest for this evening, Jeff from Skewered Universe, and Chuck's night replacement, our buddy Uncle Ron.
Hi, ladies and goyles.
Hi, Jeff. I don't know what's going on with Jeff.
I have no idea.
He
just gave you the finger.
We started with audio problems, so what's a better way to have a podcast?
It's a regular episode, folks.
Well, hopefully he can go ahead and figure that out. And he's having a connection issue, so hopefully he will be right back. So, anyways, Ron, man, what the fuck's going on with you? It's been a little bit.
It has. I have. I guess I can announce this now. The February issue of Any Last Words, the Women in Horror issue. I'm writing the cover story for it about Honey the Mail Girl. I got to sit down and talk with her, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Very cool.
What else I got going on? Oh, I'm writing something for some other book. I don't know if that's something I can talk about. Yeah. Yeah, but
I'm not sure. I know we really haven't announced anything yet, but I will say if you follow Josh Nealis of Cutthroat Comics, he might have had a post saying some upcoming projects that may or might not be in production. And if you're a horror fan, you might want to check out what the fuck he has going on over there, to say the least.
Yeah.
I'll say it sounds pretty fucking exciting.
I'm very excited.
Are you?
You should feel my nipples.
I'm gonna pass.
Okay,
but thank you for the offer.
Hey, you know what? And I asked. Oh no, I didn't ask. I just told you to do it, didn't I?
Yeah, you tried.
You're a secretary. You're a secretary in the 50s. I'm gonna slap your ass and
make me touch your nipples.
Yep, make you touch my nipples. But other than that, no, nothing's really going on. Just recovering from my fall down the stairs. where I fractured some ribs, got a nice concussion. I suppose it could be worse, though.
I mean, yeah, it could be. People have died from that.
Yeah, when I was falling down the stairs, the first thing I thought of, oh God, I don't want to break my leg again. That's all I worried about. I just don't want to break my fucking leg again.
You've had so many foot issues. That's that's the only thing that fucking matters anymore.
Yeah.
I get it. I do. So, man, I don't know how long Jeff's gonna take. So maybe we should talk a little bit and maybe at least hint out what we're gonna be talking about tonight. So
not like it's in the title or anything.
Yeah, you know what? It does say Tales from the Podcast Christmas Special. And you know, with Skewered Universe, it does not happen to be here. But you know, I mean, it could be worse. Like I said, he has connection issues. He will be right back. But we are going to be talking about what is it, 2005's Christmas holiday horror fest of a film, Santa's Sleigh. And it's definitely a fun one, to say the least.
And the most.
So anyways, Jeff said he's going to be a couple of minutes. So, you know, I will at least go ahead and throw out a plot synopsis for this. Santa Claus is actually a demon who lost a bet with an angel. So he becomes the giver of toys and happiness. But when the bet is off, he returns to his evil ways. Interesting concept.
Yeah.
I will say that there are some weird points in this that are really worth talking about.
A couple.
You know, like first, like, you know, we will have to wait for Jeff to talk about some of them, I think. I just think it'd be too difficult. They're not really too difficult, but I feel like he would want to be part of that conversation.
Like how a Jewish guy's playing Santa?
I mean, that part doesn't surprise me. I mean, especially in, you know, I mean, I honestly didn't even know he was Jewish.
Oh, Goldberg doesn't give it away?
Well, I mean, the last name kind of does, but the hair throws me off. You didn't even know how to react. You weren't ready for that one. You're welcome.
What?
You're welcome.
Were you waiting for Goldberg to have like the stuff coming down on the side like that? Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Everything I've done for the downtrodden communities when I play Wolfenstein and I kill all those Nazis has just been outdone by a shitty Goldberg joke.
Well, I mean, as it should be. But, I mean, it could be much worse. I mean, it's not the worst movie, that's for sure. But
no.
So before we go ahead and talk about this one a little bit, why don't we talk about maybe some of our favorite holiday traditions, like what movies we like to watch to get ourselves into the Christmas spirit. And I know we've talked a little bit about this kind of stuff in the past, and I know as far as myself, at least, the original Black Christmas is definitely pretty high on the list.
I only watched the Blumhouse 2019. No, I'm just kidding. Hey,
Jeff.
Jesus.
I actually watch on Christmas Day every year. I watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre because it's a film about family.
That's fair. It is a film about family.
Yep.
So, Jeff, we are talking about some of our holiday traditions and what kind of movies we like to watch to kind of get into the Christmas spirit, if you will. Do you have anyone in particular that you watch?
Okay. I'll give you my two because one is one practically everyone says because there's that whole controversy. I'm gonna say it. I don't want to hear anything about Die Hard, but the number two is Gremlins.
I'll agree with Gremlins.
I am going to.
Gremlins is...
You said you don't want to hear any shit about it, but I'm going to have to say something. Die Hard has been dethroned as a Christmas action movie.
That's okay.
And I'll tell you what movie did it. Violent Night.
Okay.
I have yet to watch Violent Night.
To see it.
Yeah, me too.
So good.
I was gonna watch it, but I was just like, yeah, I don't know. Instead, I decided to troll Chuck on Video Store Clerks when they did Die Hard and talk about how shitty it was and that I didn't like it. And honestly, I don't really care for Bruce Willis, especially after talking to I'll just leave it vaguely. If you go through the history of the show, and I mean, what, like 200 something fucking episodes that I've done, there is a celebrity guest on here who talks about a movie he did with said Bruce Willis, who was a total piece of shit cocksucker to him.
Oh, I hear that all the time about him.
Yeah, I mean, everybody thinks Tom Hanks is an asshole. They
What?
obviously did
What?
not.
What?
It's a joke. You've never heard the Trevor Moore song?
No.
Tom Hanks is an asshole?
No.
You know who Trevor Moore is, right?
No.
I've heard
You like comedy, but you don't know Trevor Moore?
Is that like one of the whitest kids you know?
Yes.
Oh, I've never watched that show.
Okay. You don't know comedy then.
I live in Sunnyvale Trailer Park.
Well, that's fair. But, I mean, Trevor Moore isn't exactly above the trailer park humor. So,
fair enough.
No, but yeah. Bruce Willis is a fucking cocksucker. And for those who think Die Hard should be a Christmas movie just because of the Christmas party and all that shit, then you got to start counting American Psycho as a Christmas movie for the Christmas party scene.
I would say Lethal Weapon's more of a Christmas movie than Die Hard is.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I don't know. I just don't care for Die Hard. I'll admit it. I'm not an action movie guy either, though. And I'm really not into bald men. But if you are into bald men, you might like Die Hard.
Or you might like Santa's Sleigh.
Right. So, Jeff, I don't know if you were able to catch part of what Ron said earlier.
You might.
But did you realize that Goldberg was Jewish?
I did. I did know that.
Even without the hair? You know, the little curly? I think
there's a bit of a delay. Yeah.
Yes.
Are you on Wi-Fi?
Even without... There's a delay. I'm hearing you guys, but it's like you guys aren't hearing me right away.
Oh, all right. So, anyway, since you're here, though, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about this movie, all right? So this movie was written and directed by David Steinman.
Who it just so happens to be Brett Ratner's assistant. So we're getting a mark of quality here, folks.
Oh, all right. So, now, let's... I thought I had this page up, but I guess I didn't. I must have deleted it for your favorite guy, Vince.
Oh, God.
So... So David, what is David famous for? He was an additional crew member on Inspector Gadget.
Ooh, the mark of quality.
Yes. He was also additional crew for Castaway. In fact, it seems like the majority of his movies stuff that he's ever done has been additional crew, and usually it's like a production assistant. And
so when he showed up on set for Santa's Sleigh, everybody was like, "Could you get me a cup of coffee?"
Okay.
Probably. Santa's Sleigh is the only movie that he's ever written or directed. So I will say that. And he also acts in it as a demolition derby driver on TV. So that's all him. But he was the assistant to the director on like Rush Hour 2, and he was the assistant on Red Dragon too.
Brett Ratner.
Huh?
Brett Ratner.
What? Oh, you're going into Brett Ratner?
No, that's who directed those. He was his assistant.
Oh yeah. All right, and then to go into this, obviously, we got one of the greatest wrestlers of all time playing Santa Claus.
Stone Cold?
No, Bill Goldberg.
Yes. The other bald guy in black tights.
Yes.
Okay.
For those who do not know, he's probably most famous for being in the WCW, as well as Universal Soldier: The Return. I never saw it.
Neither.
I will say that, I mean, there's worse things he could have been in. Like, I do know, like, some of the stuff is kind of weird, because it seems like he's actually still doing wrestling shit, too.
Yes and no, but whenever he shows up, people get pissed now because they're just dragging him out to drag him out. Like, he almost killed The Undertaker in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, what did he do?
He went to pick him up for a jackhammer, and he couldn't pick him up all the way.
Oh.
Almost dropped him on his head.
Damn. Well, I mean, I guess in that business, that kind of shit happens all the time.
Yeah, but why drag out somebody who's been retired for 10 years and just to do Brock versus Goldberg when it was so horrible at WrestleMania 20?
I don't know why they do the things they do, Ron.
Well, Vince is gone now, so it's okay. Both Vinces are gone from the WWE.
Oh, you're talking about Vince Russo?
You mean Shitstain?
Whatever you want to call him. I mean,
Shitstain.
He was good enough to work in like 15 different wrestling federations.
No, that's not what that means at all.
No, you would. No.
He started from like.
That means somebody was hard up and went to the bottom of the fucking barrel every time.
And TNA, when he was writing there, when he was booking and stuff, there was actually fire Russo chance.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I think I'm starting to remember who he is now. Yeah.
Everything on a pole match. Judy Bagwell on a forklift match. Triple cage match. Yep.
I think there should be more forklifts in wrestling matches. I think that might be one of the biggest problems facing the WWE right now. Is there's just not enough forklifts.
Uh-oh. Jeff's saying something, and the delay is like you can just see the smoke coming out of his ears.
No, nothing.
Completely frozen. Yeah.
Look, I'm going to say this. Vince Russo was. I think we missed the whole thing. It keeps cutting out for me. I don't know what's going on. You guys keep dropping out.
Huh?
Yeah.
You might be better off, man. Just grabbing your phone and using a cell phone like what Leanne usually does. At this point.
Yeah. let me try that.
Okay. Well, while you do that, we're going to talk about some more of the shitty cast members, but we won't get to the good ones till you're here. So, to continue on with some of this stuff now.
Vince Russo started the Brawl for All, and that cost a bunch of people their careers.
Vince Russo, I mean, I don't know enough about
Vince Russo killed Owen Hart.
Did he?
He was behind creative when Owen fell, and he was the guy that pushed everything for that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I'm putting the blame on him.
I thought Rey Mysterio cut his cord.
No, Rey Mysterio killed somebody else in the ring.
Oh, who'd he kill?
Some guy down in Mexico. He hit him with a 619. The guy was dead.
You said that like it was a joke.
I'm dead serious.
Well, I mean, that's Mexico wrestling. I mean, they do things different there.
Yeah, they die in the ring.
Well, I mean, the rules are a little bit looser. Kind of like the water. Like, it doesn't have
kind of like your butt after you drink the water.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a lot looser. But
right.
God damn it, Ron. So,
what's wrong with us?
I mean, it could be worse. That's for sure.
Oh, it will be before the end of the episode.
Fuck yeah, it will be. So to go into some of these other people, we got one of your favorite actors in here. Oh, and I have such a hard name, such a hard time with names. But I will say that he did pass away this year. And let's go ahead. Hey, Jeff, you're welcome back.
Hey, sounds better right now. My stupid headphones were stuck on Bluetooth, so let's see.
Maybe that was the issue?
That's it, because now you guys are fine. I'm gonna break these fucking things.
Hey, man.
Hey, let's get back to Vince Russo, because I feel like I found a member of the cult of Cornette here.
I don't get that. I've got a few issues with Cornette, but not as much as I hate Vince Russo. Let's put it that way.
Oh no, I mean at least Cornette knows the fundamentals of wrestling. Russo is just like, let's just throw Jerry Springer at it. The guy with the tennis racket, the manager.
Who was the?
Vince Russo was just a glorified reality TV writer.
Yep.
Well, I mean, Ron said he killed Owen Hart.
There's a lot of people respond. There's a lot of people responsible.
But Vince was definitely responsible. One of the people responsible. Both Vinces.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and continue this.
Exactly.
So we got James Caan.
James Caan.
He died.
He did?
He died this year.
Yeah.
Did he pull up to a toll booth and somebody just unloaded a bunch of Tommy guns on him, or?
Well, he died July 6th. It said
Jesus
death from being Jewish.
Oh, well. I mean, that's...
Yeah. I know. It's a shame it didn't happen to Goldberg. But...
the Undertaker would have appreciated that.
No. I don't... Look, I don't wish death on Goldberg. I just wish we could erase the part where he was in professional wrestling and ended Bret Hart's fucking career, because he's not a wrestler. He's a goddamn football player who tried to be a wrestler.
And never apologized to Bret, mind you.
Yeah.
Much like Owen never apologized to Stone Cold after he broke his neck.
Damn. It looks like James's cause
True,
of
but
death
the stories are that from
attack.
himself that Owen felt bad.
Right. Okay, James Caan, yes.
Did you say he fell bad?
He did fall bad.
I'm sorry.
He fell real bad.
I shouldn't make jokes about dead people.
Why not?
I can't help myself sometimes. It's bad. I know. I got problems.
I'll make fun of the Ultimate Warrior. Fuck that guy.
So, anyways, let's go ahead and talk about some of these other people.
Insane.
Who?
Warrior.
Oh, yeah.
Warrior.
So, Ron, one of his childhood crushes, is in this film as well. We got Fran Drescher.
I would still give it to her. I don't care.
Still?
She's not a bad-looking woman.
Still?
Yeah.
Have you seen her still?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
all right. Let me just say this. It's been a long time, okay?
Yeah.
So any port in a storm at this point. Also, did you know that our hands are bisexual?
Our hands or your hands?
All of our hands.
How so?
You finger a woman, then you jerk off.
Well, I mean... It usually doesn't happen like that order.
Well, I'm just saying.
Like, if you're fingering a woman and then you have to go jerk off, I mean... I'm kind of concerned on if it was consensual fingering.
Look. Okay, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm No, bad Ron. Bad.
It's like she wanted you to finger her and then leave.
Get me up and get the hell out of here.
Like, I don't even know what to say to that. But
is this fingering consensual?
Yeah.
So, can I get your signature here, here, and here, with an initial here, and a copy of your driver's license there.
Right. So, anyways, Fran Drescher, the nanny. I mean, probably mostly known for having that really fucking horrible voice that everybody hates. She was Pamela Frankenstein though in UHF.
Beautician and the Beast,
or Finkelstein. My bad. Yeah, she was the Beautician and the Beast. Yeah.
I just watched the 4-year-old version the other day again, so that's why it's fresh in my mind.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I know she was in she was in a ton of really, really bad shit, like single episode stuff, like Who's the Boss, Alf, what was it, Car 54, Where Are You? I mean,
how old was she in that one?
Well, that was the remake. Yeah. She was in Saturday Night Fever as well.
Cheerio on set?
Huh? What'd you say?
Oh, for 54, is it Rio on set?
I can't. I didn't hear that. You cut out.
The original? I think I'm cutting out again. Hang on.
The original Car 54?
Yeah. Let me get my phone.
No, she was Velma Velour in the 94 remake. She was also in The Reef.
Okay.
She does a lot of. It seems like she's doing a little bit more on the voice acting stuff these days. I know she does some of the Hotel Transylvania shit, but who? Oh, it's gonna sound like a dick kind of thing to say, but who would have thunk that Fran Drescher would have ended up being a voice actress with that fucking horrible voice?
No, that's a valid question.
I mean, I never would have thought, like, of all the things that would have fucking went and where the stars aligned for anybody, I did never in my life thought, oh shit, things are gonna fall great for Fran Drescher and the way she fucking talks.
Well, apart maybe.
Right? I mean, it's like her and what's her fucking face? Oh man, her name's slipping me right now. Jennifer Tilly. Like I can't stand her voice either. Is this another one of those fingering things?
Just reminds me of watching Bound.
God. Okay, so to continue this, we also got Chris Kattan in this, and for those who don't know, he's probably most famously known for doing Corky Romano. One of the greatest comedy movies ever made. No, it really wasn't that good, actually. But House on Haunted Hill, that remake, actually, I will argue that it's not a bad remake. I will say it's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's not a bad one.
I remember the conversation we had when I told you about the series, The Haunting of Hill House.
Yeah.
And you were like, another fucking remake? I'm like, no, listen to what I'm saying.
No. Well, I mean, to make it a series is a whole different thing. You're right. And I did get a chance to watch that, and it wasn't bad.
No, very slow paced, but in a good way.
Right. I will say, though, Chris Kattan's best role, hands down, has to be when he played Doug Butabi.
Night at Roxbury?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I will say that I still always catch myself watching that one. I also didn't mind him in Monkey Bone either. But I don't think I know another person other than myself who watched Monkey Bone.
I've never seen it.
No?
No.
Jeff, did you ever see Monkey Bone?
I tried. I shut it off.
Like I said, I think I'm the only one who at least watched it and maybe finished it. We're talking about the amazing Chris Kattan and his amazing work with Corky Romano.
Oh, God. No, not Corky Romano. No.
See, at least we can hear him, and he's able to react in real time now.
Right?
Yeah, finally.
Right? About time.
What the fuck? No.
Now, in this movie, we also have Rebecca Gayheart.
Hey, if her heart wants to be gay, it's its own choice.
Right. I will say she's in bigger movies than she probably ever had the right to be.
Valentine?
Well, she was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But I mean, she's done like I don't know, looking at it and seeing the ratings that these movies got on IMDb is kind of pretty sad. But because I mean, I thought the Urban Legend movie from '98 wasn't that bad, but apparently it looks like it might have been. She was also in Jawbreaker and Nothing to Lose as well. Yeah, did a lot of TV work too. A lot of TV.
Noxema commercials.
She was in Scream 2 as well.
Good for her.
Yeah.
I know we're all looking forward to Ghostface Takes Manhattan.
David, she was in Scream 2. And yes, I agree. They sure don't make the Saturday Night Live movies like they used to. I think they've kind of like ran out of ideas with a lot of it, though, to be fair.
I really like the Ladies' Man movie.
You would.
Yeah.
That does not surprise me.
What's up, baby? Can I buy you a fish sandwich?
We also got Saul Rubinek in this.
Mm-hmm.
I actually really liked him in the Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
I really liked him in True Romance.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't we just have a talk about True Romance the other day?
We might have.
I'm pretty sure we did. And it was a very short discussion about a certain woman.
Oh, oh, dear Jesus. Dear Jesus on the cross.
We also got Dave Thomas in this playing Pastor Timmons, which is really weird to see the Wendy's guy still alive doing shit.
Oh, wow.
Okay, fine. He's not the Wendy's guy. And I'm not sure what happened to Jeff again.
I don't know. Here.
I'm right here. I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I had to check something real quick. Sorry.
Oh no, you're fine.
He had to check his Pornhub account.
I mean, I guess it probably makes sense.
Priorities.
No, you're fine. So let's see. What is Mr. Dave Thomas most famously known for? I'm going to say
Grace Under Fire.
Oh,
I was going to say the single with cheese, but okay.
Isn't it
Strange Brew?
Yeah, him and Rick Moranis.
Yeah.
Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Exactly.
Oh wow, he was in Bobby's World.
Who wasn't in Bobby's World?
Shut up. Coneheads.
Listen here, Joe Paterno. We're not talking about Bobby's World.
Jesus wept.
God, he was in a ton of stuff. That's for damn sure.
Speaking of Jesus, whenever I see a cross on Christmas, I'm always thinking, "Wow!" Spoiler alert.
Did you know he was in the 5th Beethoven movie?
They made 5 of those pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think after like 3, it became straight to video bullshit. I mean, not that the others weren't bullshit, but
and Tom Arnold
I don't think the second one made it to the theater.
Yeah, it did.
Did it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We also.
I know. Since I'm glad I got you here, JB. I'm watching, doing a rewatch of Roseanne because I'm really hard up for content.
Hold on.
Wait.
Why are you glad I'm here for that?
You'll hear
I give a fuck about Roseanne.
In the last season, one of your favorite actors has a pretty prominent role, a guest starring role.
Oh.
Huh?
You said one of my favorite actors. I asked if it was Kevin Sorbo.
No, Jim Varney.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he plays the Prince of Moldavia.
See, I was never a fan. I mean, I was kind of disgusted anytime I watched that and would think, man, what woman would sleep with Tom Arnold? And it just turned me off so that I couldn't even watch the show. I
will say, though, that Dan Connor is like, everybody's like, oh, this person is America's dad. No, Dan Connor, because he's the most like everybody else's dad.
Yeah, not mine.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now. Definitely. There's not too many TV shows that are like my dad.
Look, just because we're not going to talk about the Salo or 128 Days of Sodom series.
Jesus wept. Holy shit.
Oh, and look at this. Here's my little brother being a cocksucker. JB calls me every night and tells me about Roseanne. Don't let him fool you.
Oh, I'm not. I know.
JB is he's what we call a Booker fan.
Oh, whatever.
When he realizes that that Sarah Gilbert's gay, it's going to break his heart.
Oh no, where's she really?
Man.
Yeah, and she's married to this chick from the 4 non-blondes or whatever the fuck it is. What's up?
Yep.
Yeah, we all know who the 4 non-blondes are.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, the Masters of the Universe memes.
That's a movie that we probably should have done eventually as
Masters of the
Universe movie.
Oh man,
it's not that bad. I've always wanted that musical instrument. I don't even know what it was called. I forgot. It's been so long since I've seen that damn movie, but man, I always wanted one of those.
Yeah, it's a key. That's all they say, I think, is they call it a cosmic key or something like that.
Right.
So Marvel ripping them up.
I saw that movie and I was pissed off because none of the characters I wanted to see were in the goddamn movie.
He-Man was.
Yeah, but there was no Battle Cat. There was no Ram Man. There was no Merman. There was no Beastman. Was a fucking shitty looking Beastman.
But he was in the movie.
Did you ever hear the story about when Sylvester Stallone came to set for Masters of the Universe?
I didn't hear about that.
He looks at the director. Now this is post Rocky 4. He looks at the director. Shit. He looks at the director and he goes, "You gave him lines?"
Yeah, he can actually see.
Yeah, the MIT graduate.
Yeah.
But no, they Evil Lynn was in it. Skeletor was in it.
Meg Foster.
Yeah, a few, but then they introduced characters like Gwildor and Blades. I'm like, I don't know.
I like Gwildor.
So I don't know.
No, I like Gwildor.
I wanted Orko. Orko was the fucking shit. This little Gwildor fuck can get fucked, okay? I respect Billy Barty. I fucking hate Gwildor.
You don't. You're lying. I'm not going to accept that you hate Gwildor.
Do we really need to have this discussion right now, JB, live on
Man at Arms looked like a big fucking pussy.
There's nothing wrong with Gwildor, and I mean them having who was that? It was Billy Barty, right?
Yeah. Billy Barty, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, dude. What next? You're gonna tell me you fucking hate Willow? Because he was in that too?
Willow. Never seen Willow.
I've never seen it either.
I was never a fantasy
You've never
kid.
seen Willow? I think you're lying.
I've never seen it. But you know me in fantasy stuff. I'm not like that big. I've never seen Lord of the Rings either.
But it's Willow.
I just don't care.
All right. You want to talk about like some of my favorite actors and stuff? Fucking Warwick Davis is an amazing fucking actor. You should watch anything he's in anyway.
Granted. Granted. I was never a fantasy kid growing up, so it just kind of passed me by.
Willow passed you by.
Like, I've never seen Goonies, and people say it's too late now because
it's not too late. It's never too late
because you can't appreciate it as an adult because it's about kids.
I appreciate it at least once a week.
Yeah, but you saw it when you were a kid first.
I still watch it all the time still.
But you can still feel that.
I feel it in my heart every time.
Masters of the Universe.
I mean,
I don't know.
I didn't know your heart was in your pants.
It is a little bit.
See, for me, it's Monster Squad. Your Goonies on Monster Squad. That's just the way.
I like Monster Squad too, but god damn, I mean, I think we might have to throw a poll up there on Twitter or something like Goonies and Monster Squad.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you right now, Goonies is definitely like both are great movies. I love them both, but I'll put money on it. Goonies is gonna outdo it.
Oh yeah,
Wolfman's got nards.
Was Richard Donner. I mean, despite the cult following of Monster Squad, nobody knew Fred Decker.
No, you're right. And then you know what? That's a cool thing there.
Oh, let me see it now that it's healed.
From the crypt there.
Let me see it while it's healed now. I didn't see it.
Oh, it's not healed all the way yet.
Oh, it's not. Oh, okay.
No.
Damn it, Damaris.
Frankenstein's healed all the way though.
Yeah, Frankenstein's looking dope.
Yeah, Frankenstein's looking sick as shit. I'm pretty happy with it. I love it. And yes, if you guys ever see the Goonies are good enough music video, it plays in the watch. Yeah, I mean,
I know all about Cyndi Lauper and that area,
right?
Because
yeah, he watched that video all the time, but that goes back to his jerking off comments.
No, I never jerked off to that. I never once jerked off to psoriasis, Mary.
You jerked off to the music video about Goonies, but you were like, "No, I'm never gonna watch the whole movie, but I can watch this."
It was gross. Just want to have fun, and only because Captain Lou Albano was going back to wrestling.
Exactly. The Rock and Wrestling connection.
Anyways,
we also settle the score.
We also have Robert Culp in this.
How the mighty have fallen.
I mean, the man was in The Greatest American Hero, for fuck's sake.
Yes. I mean,
who gets a fucking alien suit and throws away the instructions?
Every time I even think about that, like all you do is think about my dad because he watched that kind of shit, and I don't know. Like
I watched it growing up. I love that show.
Action's just not really for me, I guess.
Believe it or not,
action, really.
I mean, kind of.
Kind of, but it's more comedy. I loved it as a kid growing up, man. My dad refused to watch it, so I would just find it on another TV and watch it.
Right. Now, for those who don't know, he was in one of the greatest Superman stories. He was in the Lois and Clark.
Oh, Christ.
He played Mr. Darryl alongside the greatest Superman who ever lived, Mr. Dean Cain. So, I mean, you got that as well.
See, you say greatest Superman that ever lived, and then those last two words they cut out. I believe you said Christopher Reeve, but Robert Culp wasn't in any of the
No. See, it couldn't be Christopher Reeve.
I went to my happy place.
Not the best Superman who sat in a chair.
Look, you can make fun of Goldberg. and his little and the little.
What? Next, you're gonna tell me the little Mr. Goldberg ruined Christopher Reeve's career too.
But he did ruin his career.
Yeah, he was the horse.
Yeah,
he was the horse.
Next thing you're gonna tell me is that like Jared Leto was the best Joker ever on film.
I'll leave.
No, he was not. The best Joker on film. I'm very partial to Nicholson.
See, Nicholson isn't bad, but I think that Ledger encapsulates the Joker more because Nicholson was playing Nicholson.
It's true. I do love Nicholson's Joker, though, but Ledger edges him out. But if we're going to talk my favorite Joker
Mark Hamill.
It's Mark Hamill.
Well, we said on film.
But here we go. I'm going to call you on this bullshit right now. Mask of the Phantasm was in theaters. So that technically means...
First off, when he says in film, I'm obviously going straight for live action. But I can't argue Mark Hamill's voice acting is fucking amazing. I won't argue that one bit.
Mark Hamill tells a story about how he went to go see Mask of the Phantasm when it was in theaters on Christmas Day, and he was the only one in the audience. No, he was the only one in the audience. No one said it performed well.
No.
Better than Black Adam.
I don't know. I didn't think Heath Ledger was bad. I just no. He can't. I just can't believe he pulled it off as good as everyone says he did. I mean, the dude could barely drive a car. I mean, he couldn't do that role that great.
No, you're thinking of Paul Walker.
Whatever, they're all the same to me.
Heath Ledger died of an overdose. He couldn't drive that needle into his arms very well, I guess.
Hey-o.
I mean, was it a needle?
Probably.
Prescription overdose.
Whatever.
It was pills.
Man, why couldn't it have been Jared Leto?
No, those
right? Why couldn't it have been Jared Leto? I love how this is the Christmas special, and we're just wishing death on people.
Happy holidays.
Right. Well,
season's beatings from your friends at Menards. Suck it.
We also have Emily DeRaven. I can't. Whatever. She plays Mary in this. She's done a lot of stuff that I don't give a fuck about, like Lost and Once Upon a Time. I mean, yeah. I just gotta be honest. I just don't give a fuck about it. The coolest thing she ever did wasn't even that cool. It was the Beastmaster TV show.
Man. All right. I'm not gonna lie. I used to watch that first movie all the time.
Yeah, but not the TV show.
No, fuck no. Fuck no. My grandparents taped the first movie for me off of HBO, and I would watch that shit. And when the witches came out and all that creeped me the fuck out.
I like the movie.
Oh, the movie's great. Hey, Don Coscarelli.
When they do TV shows of great things, it always ends up bad, like the RoboCop, Crow.
Oh God, RoboCop the series.
That was bad. So to continue this, also we have Douglas Smith, who might have been the only person to really go on and actually make a career out of this, like after this. He's still doing stuff. He's been in some pretty big things. Big Little Lies, Bottom of the World, The Bye-Bye Man.
Oh God, that movie's so bad.
Terminator, Genesis, your favorite one. He was in Ouija. I mean, that means he worked with fucking that cocksucker Blumhouse.
But okay, hold on. Well, Ouija is a bad movie. Ouija's Origin of Evil is a good movie, and I got two reasons why. Mike Flanagan. End of story. Yep. Mic drop.
The guy who completely sold out to do the most jump scares like ever.
What are you talking about?
Wasn't Mike Flanagan responsible for that show on Netflix too?
Which one?
What was that?
There was one jump scare in Haunting of Hill House.
No.
There was just one. It was in episode 6.
That's not that's one. It's not that one. It's a TV. It's a show.
Okay.
God damn it.
Well, he's done 2 series for Netflix, which was Hell House and Bly Manor. 3?
And Midnight Mass. Midnight Mass.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
That was so fucking good.
I still have to see it. I just haven't taken the time to watch them all. But
it's
I'm
better than Hill House and Bly Manor.
Right here, Mike Flanagan, creator of the Midnight Club. That's the one.
Creator, but he didn't write every episode.
No, but let's go ahead because I believe that was the first episode. I am not afraid to look into it and figure it out. So
I haven't watched it because I'm afraid. I don't ever want to see him do something shitty. That's why I'm like, I'll not watch things.
Writers written for the screen by Mike Flanagan. He wrote it. Yeah. So I mean, you're right. He's great if you're really into who can get the most jump scares in a single episode of a TV show and get a world record for it. Because we all know, as big horror fans, the best way to win over horror fans is with 1 million jump scares in one TV show.
Or you want to really win over a horror fan? Have it in the front of your movie, have it say an Eli Roth film.
Ooh. Look.
I'm trying to think of what horror fan I know actually is into that.
Look, jump scares, if they're done right and minimal, can be effective if they are not, telegraphed early on in the film.
Like in the Haunting of Hill House, there's that one huge jump scare in the car when they're driving, and that's the only one we get. We never see it coming because we've gone like 5 episodes without any jump scares, and all of a sudden, boom! I mean, it got me, and I usually can telegraph this shit.
So that episode, just to let you know, of the Midnight Club, and it would be the first one or whatever that Mike Flanagan wrote. I'm trying to figure out the length of the episodes. So that
his Mike Flanagan's good far outweighs his bad.
So all right, hold on. All right, so we're going here to an episode.
Plus, he's married to that one hot chick who's in everything he's in.
So the runtime is less than an hour, and we are looking at.
No, you're looking at. I'm looking at you looking at it.
21 jump scares in less than an hour.
Isn't Midnight Club based on something else?
I don't know.
Because if it is, then it's not him. It's the source material. And I'm free.
He wrote the screenplay. I mean, I get you're trying to fucking really, really help him out, but it's created.
When it comes to comic books,
the show is created by him too.
Right, but like the show can be created by him, but it had to be based on somebody else's source material because Bly Manor and Hill House were.
I mean,
plus he's doing the Edgar Allan Poe series for Netflix.
So he based it on a novel it's based on, but I beg to argue that I've never read a novel that had jump scares.
What's a novel?
It's like a thing with words in it.
Not every director is going to have everything be a home run every time.
I know.
I mean, Wes Craven had a few.
Ron just had the argument that he did, though.
No. I said everything I've seen of his has been a home run, and right. I purposely don't watch things in case they're bad.
Well, he definitely took a shit out of that one. And honestly, I will say I was a huge fan of his shit with Midnight Mass.
Midnight Mass is so fucking good.
But I mean, this one he did.
I really enjoyed Dr. Sleep too.
Did you? I didn't.
But you gotta watch You gotta watch the third 3-hour director's cut.
Oh God,
that's what I've heard, and I'm like, okay.
So, anyways, let's talk a little bit about Santa's sleigh here. All right. So,
that thing.
Yeah, we get an awesome fucking intro where we get like this very dysfunctional family. I mean,
Chris Kattan and Fran Drescher actual mom and son, and he's trying to fuck his mom.
It's very possible. I mean. Would you put it past Chris Kattan to fuck his mom?
No.
Okay, then
no.
I think you got your answer.
And when Goldberg shows up in that scene, I keep waiting for his beard to come off and for him to just walk around going, "Punish!"
I will say, I love that he kicked the dog. First off,
that was funny.
I also loved how cheesy the bricks looked in the background because you could tell completely they're foam.
Oh yeah. But there's no denying.
No.
But this opening scene is a lot of fun when you see everything that's happening. It's like, okay.
Right. He did something that I've wanted to do since I was a child.
Set Fran Drescher on fire?
Yes. I've always wanted to do that. And Not 100% sure why, but it was nice being able to see those dreams come to be a reality. And I will say, and me and Jeff actually, I believe we talked about this before, that this is my first time watching it since it came out, and the first time I watched it was on VHS. So I did. I will also say that when it came out, I was able to rent this movie the week it came out. So it wasn't like
there wasn't a giant line waiting.
There was no line waiting for this one.
Santa's sleigh.
And I believe they only had one copy. So
I got the DVD from Netflix, and I put it on one day, and 2 days later, it was like they rushed it. Like, oh, this guy really needs to see this. Apparently, he's the only one renting it.
Well, I mean, it is a really, really good movie.
Well, here's the thing, though, and this will bug me. Is Goldberg is a killer Santa Claus, right? And he's actually Santa Claus killing people. Where were the fucking protests like there was for Silent Night, Deadly Night for a guy dressing up as Santa Claus killing motherfuckers?
It was okay because he was Jewish.
Seriously, folks at home who are listening to this, you get so much more out of being at the live show.
I mean, all right, yeah, I see what you're saying with this, but they put a lot of real backstory to this that you didn't get in any kind of other Santa Claus movie. First off, we get this whole the process of the conception of Santa Claus, which is basically like a exact same thing that happened with Jesus. So in a way, Santa Claus is basically just the evil Jesus, and I think it's a really cool concept. Mm-hmm. First off, not only that, but we also get an introduction. And it's very, very not very well known fact, but Santa Claus and an angel were the first people who invented curling.
And the Canadians stole it.
So, I mean...
Fucking Canada!
Well, can you blame them for being into a sport that a Satan's kid was really into?
But he
started the game before the angel. Because he got fucking tricked. I mean, whoever throws theirs first is getting fucked. All right, especially when it gets close to the edge of that hole and then it gets knocked in. No, that angel was a fucking cocksucker for taking it that way.
I also think that we're past the point of running down the plot, and we should just talk about the movie as a whole.
Well, I mean, if you haven't seen this movie, I mean, it's been out since 2005. Please just go check it out.
It's 17 years old.
Don't by any means spend any money. I believe you can find it free on YouTube. Yeah. It's really not worth the $4 to rent it. I mean,
no, believe me, I'll tell you from experience, it's not.
I told everybody it was available on YouTube, to be fair.
Yeah, but I've had issues with YouTube quality in the past not being something I want to sit through. So
this is a movie I wasn't too worried about the quality.
I mean, for Christ's sake, it's not like we had to watch Santa with muscles.
Oh God.
I will say they did a really good job on their little prop though for the book. And what's he say? Goddamn, what the fuck's his name? I can't even fucking think of it. Nicholas. By the
Nicholas Yulson.
Yulson.
Don't forget, they live in the township of Hell.
Right. I'm curious if it was Hell, Michigan.
It was just Hell.
Well, I mean, are there a lot of Jewish people in Hell, Michigan? Because there seem to be a whole lot of Jewish people in this city.
Maybe.
Sal Rubinek, he gets killed with a fucking what was it? A Star of David? No, Menorah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I mean, now I have to figure out Goldberg's real motives and what he really is.
He's a self-hating
hiding his Jewishness for years. I'm surprised with how shitty wrestling was in the fucking 90s, especially with the Attitude Era, the WCW, basically all the wrestling shit that I know. That they did not actually make him a Jewish character with the curlies. And you just had him wrestle people like that.
You're thinking that would have been the 80s.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The 90s was more, your profession is blank, so you dress like that. but you're also a wrestler. Like
Duke the Dumpster
Droese.
I don't know. Explain Gangrel.
T.L. Hooper.
Was he really a vampire, so he had a dress like that?
Who?
Was it Gangrel?
Actually, he for what I understand, he does kind of live his life that way. He has he did have fangs like put into his mouth permanently.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, Mad Mountain Rock was a rock guitarist who was also a wrestler.
Was he really though? Oh,
you know what? They tried to tell us, but
well, Billy Corgan was in the wrestling stuff too, wasn't he?
No, he owns the NWA now.
Yeah, he owns NWA,
and that's why Nick Aldis left, because he's turning it into a fucking joke. Social distancing matches. I mean, what the fuck
How
is
does that work?
The two people are across the ring 6 feet from each other, and they're pretending to like it's fucking stupid. And Nick Aldis is joking. I'm dead serious. Look it up. Nick Aldis, the guy who was their heavyweight champion for 2-3 years at one point, he didn't want to renew his contract because he said I could never look at Harley Race and say to him, "This is okay," because Harley would be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" and then he'd slap you because he's fucking Harley Race, one of the legit toughest men in the sport.
Oh yeah,
him and Haku.
Oh, Haku. That story Jake the Snake told of, if you have a tank and you fire a missile at Haku, you better hope you hit him, because if you miss, that tank ain't going to protect you.
No, it won't.
Something along those lines. And I'm like, yeah, because Haku would just pull you out and kill you.
Yeah, Haku is yeah. Oh, God, yes. That whole Samoan dynasty's fucked.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing anything about the social distancing match, but...
Look, NWA.
There's a lot of people that really hates it, though. I did look it up. I mean, I'm not seeing anything, but I mean, there's a lot of people who are really mad about everything in there, including people that their contracts haven't even been expired yet. I don't know who Nick Aldis is, but he really, really doesn't like them.
That's who we were just talking about. He was their champion for some time. I mean, the biggest draw NWA had, really.
And I've never even heard of him.
And then
why couldn't they get Goldberg?
They couldn't afford him. And then there's other bullshit that companies have done, and I'm probably going to get shit for this if there's any other wrestling fans watching. I don't like Kenny Omega. I don't like the Young Bucks. I don't like motherfuckers who are wrestling
Jeff
blow-up dolls.
He's ready to fight.
I don't like people who are wrestling blow-up dolls, or people who drop invisible grenades in the ring, or who were wrestling 5 years without going to a wrestling school and treat it like it's a goddamn video game. You know, yeah. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, and here's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to be that person who's going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'll be like, look, not every wrestling style is for everyone. Everyone has their own preference. You speak your mind, you say what you want. I'm like, hey, I respect what you're saying.
That's true, Brian.
Those guys, but,
that's true, Brian. That's true, Brian Zane. That's true, Brian Zane. But the wrestling was regretful, if you don't know who that is. Anyway,
I know Brian Zane. I know who Brian Zane is.
Yeah, and it's just like, I think when you go back and you watch so much of wrestling before people like Omega and the Bucks got into the business, a super kick mattered.
Mm-hmm.
Now
like Shawn Michaels did it?
Yes, Shawn Michaels' move was a finisher. It was over. Now the Young Bucks do it so much in AEW that it's just like a chin lock.
And I'd argue them, and then even on the indies, so many things have just become like Canadian Destroyers used to end matches, and now it's a transitional move.
Uh-huh.
So
that's why if you want to be a real wrestling fan, you got to watch New Japan.
No, I don't like New Japan. No. And it makes me long for the days when they had these long vignettes leading up to a wrestler debuting, because especially in AEW, like when Jay White comes in, I know who Jay White is because I'm a wrestling fan, but a casual person who's watching it is going to have no fucking clue who he is.
Yeah.
And
that's one of my bigger problems is they bring these guys in from New Japan. If you're a wrestling fan already and you know everyone, you're going to know.
Yeah.
But the casuals are like, why the fuck should I even know who this guy is? What is his belt matter? I don't care if he's a champion somewhere.
What's a Will Ocean spray?
I don't know much about a lot of it. I mean, DX was still a big thing when I watched wrestling. The Rock was always the people's champion. And I'm pretty sure Stone Cold was part of the Bible or something. They did the Austin 316.
I will say this, and this is probably a hot take.
I don't even know how it started.
I think the best wrestler to movie star transition is John Cena.
Hulk
because
Hogan.
The Rock, no, fuck you. The Rock, The Rock is The Rock in every movie he's in.
Except for Black Adam when he was Black Adam and not The Rock.
No, he was The Rock in that too.
I'm pretty sure he played Black Adam.
Never mind. Go back to your Alex Jones conspiracy theories about Goldberg being a self-hating Jew.
And a gay frog.
Well, I mean, for somebody who is Jewish, he really disrespected the religion quite a bit during this movie, and you never see Jewish people do that shit.
That's true.
So I will say he might actually be against what he is.
I'm against being fat.
Next thing, I'm not even going to go there.
I don't think any one of us can say anything about.
Well, no. I was going to make a different joke about Goldberg, and I think I might have had to stop myself because I think I might have been too extreme. So
yeah, if Chuck was here, you'd be getting a look.
Yeah, well,
best of luck to Chuck on his colonoscopy, though.
Yeah, obviously it's pretty late at night, so it's already done with. But from all of us, and I'm pretty sure every one of us sincerely cares about your anus and how it's doing. And we miss you, Chuck. Hopefully your butthole's doing better. If not, hopefully it gets better soon.
If Chuck was a Garbage Pail Kid, would he be up Chuck?
Actually, it's funny that you mentioned that.
Oh boy!
Because I made a fake card of him for.
No God!
Because we're doing the Garbage Pail Kids next week.
Oh.
And I turned him into Stuck Chuck.
That movie is so bad.
Well, there's worse. Have you ever seen Santa's Sleigh?
Yeah.
I will watch Santa's Sleigh over the Garbage Pail Kids. And I've seen the Garbage Pail Kids 3 fucking times, and I don't know why.
All right, how about Troll 2?
I'll watch Troll 2 over the Garbage Pail Kids because at least there's something there for me to shit on. Garbage Pail Kids shits on itself. It's just, oh, God.
It's not that bad.
Dude, it has Mackenzie Aston, the lesser Aston.
This has Bill Goldberg. I mean,
more people know who Bill Goldberg is than who Mackenzie Aston is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the Garbage Pail Kids, I mean...
Now I'm going to have to tighten my belt from hunger pains. And your mother and your sister are going to have to do the same.
All right,
you don't pee. You don't piss on hospitality.
All right. What about Greaser Greg? All right. Now hear me out. Who was played by Phil Fondacaro, who was in Bordello of Blood. He was Turok in the original Troll, as well as, and
a guy that's going to end up in JB's backpack when he sees him at the next con.
He is going to be at War Round. I did get stuff for him to sign, and I think I might be the only one who's going to be in that little line.
Oh, you're going to make him ride your back like he's Yoda. You're going to make him ride your back like he's Yoda.
I wish. Get a picture of him. Oh my God! No.
I just got to ask one thing since I won't be on next week.
Yeah.
Ed Gale, how you doing, bud?
If you want to, you can be on next week.
No, I'm good, thank you.
Well, I mean,
next week is New Year's Eve.
Yeah, we're gonna do it on Friday.
Oh, okay. I was like, I gotta work, so I'm good.
You know what though? Man, it's probably not even that good of a thing. I mean, because Lynn Cartwright's in this one in Garbage Pail Kids. I mean,
we can do anything by working with each other.
I mean, Garbage Pail Kids is better than Kazam.
The Shaquille O'Neal movie?
Yes. Sally B.
Hey, Sally, how's it going?
Good evening, y'all.
Did we just get rated? No, we did. Okay, so I got everybody who's watching this. We just got rated by Sally Beast, who's a friend of mine, very good friend of mine, and we are talking about the movie Santa's Sleigh, and it is a fucking shit show. I hope the rest of your stream went well. Hey, little wolf.
Oh God,
well, it's not that bad, and we are talking about that as well as Garbage Pail Kids, and as Ron likes to call them, the little people.
Oh no, that you're talking about Violent Night. We're talking about the Goldberg playing Santa movie.
It wasn't bad. Garbage Pail Kids was not that bad at all. That's what we were discussing. Nobody agrees with me on this one.
Nope.
No.
I mean,
Santa's Sleigh is better than Garbage Pail Kids, and Santa's Sleigh is a fucking piece of shit. I'm sorry. This is my third watch now, and I have, as a 43-year-old man, I'm like, what did I like the first time? Like, why did I watch the second time? And on a third time with a critical eye, I'm like, this is dog shit. The opening scene is the best part of the movie.
It is.
It is. All right. But what about, all right, you have to admit that there's still something special there with them talking about the conception of Santa Claus, as well as the invention of curling happening because of this.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I think that the origin of Santa that they do in Violent Night is a million times better.
Better than this?
Yes. I don't want to spoil it.
This origin had curling.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody cares about curling.
Now, if it was a poutine eating contest, that'd be different, and I'd probably win it because I fucking love poutine.
Look, I seriously think this movie didn't know what it wanted to be, because some tones it's like there's puns, it's funny, somewhat funny. Let's not give it too much credit. And then it turns to be serious
as a
in some
comedy,
areas.
I believe.
It was all over the place.
It should be classified as a piece of shit.
Oh, it couldn't be because they had Bill Goldberg.
Well, that's one of the reasons why. Hey,
Whatever.
Katie, how's it going?
It is not that bad.
I'm totally I'm totally handling like the Twitch side of things at this point.
Well, I mean,
I'm the guy who knows how to stream on Twitch.
No, well, I'm actually on Twitch streaming, so it doesn't matter.
I know.
But look at the private chat real fast, Ron, just so you know.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, yeah.
All right. Whatever.
So, yeah, I guess this movie isn't really that good, but it's still, I don't know. There's still some redeeming qualities there. Like, and sure, nobody gives a fuck about curling. I fucking get it. What the fuck ever. But there's still fun things, and
like Murder by Menorah.
3 minutes, I guess.
Look,
Menorah. It's like watching Jamie Lee Curtis in The Activia Story.
I mean,
it's funny. I'm glad you laugh at that. I'm glad you laugh at that. Wait till you get a certain script.
Well, all right. First off, we were making some. Would you say better the other day? And I was like, I don't know, Ron. I think she's a little too regular for area.
I think I said that Jamie Lee Curtis was still hot.
Yeah, I mean,
well, I'm not trying to fuck her in the ass.
I mean, you might be.
No, I respect it.
If she said no to everywhere else, you're gonna be like, oh, fine, put it in your ass.
No, because I actually hold on. I gotta tell this story. I actually had a woman that I met online. I went over to her house and we were fooling around. And we get up to her bedroom and she's enjoying my candy cane. And then she says she wants to have sex. I'm like, okay, do you have a condom? Because I didn't bring one because I was trying to be respectful, and it just ended up with you trying to bob for my balls. So she says no.
Did just leave? He's like, fuck this conversation.
No. I didn't leave.
Oh, and then and then she's like, well, you don't have a condom. I don't have a condom. Just do it anyway. I'm on the pill. I'm like, no, And then she says, well, just put it in my ass. I'm like, that's not making things better.
Are you sure?
Well, I'm not gonna pull out a fucking turd.
Well, you don't pull out. You leave it in.
No.
Look, when in doubt, Dirty Sanchez is always the best play.
What? I whip it out and rub it on her upper lip?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you never go ass to mouth.
Unless she says
we didn't
it's okay.
say in, only near. She can wash it away.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, God damn it, Ron.
What?
I didn't bring a condom because I was trying to be respectful. I'm happy to know that your level of respect happens to go hand in hand with if you have a condom there.
Why not? I'm not.
And usually, if you don't have protection, that means you're being respectful. I was trying to be respectful because I figured if we were going to do it, I'm going to knock your bitch ass up.
No, I didn't do it because I didn't. That's the whole thing. Is I didn't want to have sex the first time we met, so
yes,
I didn't bring a condom. No, so I didn't bring a condom. No, I was okay with a little bit of the below the waist suckle duckle.
I don't know. I don't believe that, Jeff. Now
there is nothing better than good head.
All right, me and Jeff really can't answer this question too bad because we're both actually in full-blown relationships, so we can't really do that. But like realistically, it's like.
You can't ask your wives for
beforehand.
Like, honey, it's Christmas.
You're telling me right now, like you weren't hoping for that.
Well, no, I'll be honest with you, and I'm weird. You know this. We've established this.
Yes,
it's been written in the lore that
Bill Goldberg is Jewish and Ron is weird.
Yeah, the two rules of life. Yeah, but no, it's. Like I'll go as far as like oral on the first date, but after I want to see them again. Build up to that, you know what I mean? It's like I have a limit.
Well, it's been 7 or 8 times now, Ron, and you still only
no because she didn't call me back after that time because I wouldn't put it in her butt.
She didn't call you back because you wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you do? Refuse? Like no.
No, I was just like, no, I'm not gonna do. No, I'm not gonna do it.
Was she ugly?
No.
Are you sure there was even like a butt full of shit?
Maybe, I don't know.
Like she could have cleaned it out first.
For those of you just joining us for the first time, yeah, it's always a good time when I'm not here because it never gets this bad.
I mean, it does sometimes, but
I mean, it'll get bad when I make a comment in the chat and then Chuck sees it and he's like, "Oh man."
I mean,
yeah, you know, I'm Hulk Hogan. I'm Chuck Nasty.
I really hope Chuck goes back and watches this. And I really, really hope everybody who is fans of this show go and message Chuck and leave something on his page on Facebook. Colonoscopy. What the fuck is so many messages about this? God damn it.
See, now I want to message him just so I can be like, hey, man, I heard about your colonoscopy. I hope you're feeling better.
You got to do it on his page, though, not a message. Oh, God. All right, so let's go around. Give our last little opinions on this amazing fucking movie. And
the rating.
give it a rating. And Katie says, I just decided to jump on here, and this is wild. Well, thanks for joining in. I'm sorry.
This is what happens when you go live.
Yeah. I mean, we can get a little bit out of hand, but I mean, it's a fun fucking time. I mean, we're a good group of guys. And we have a blast. That's for sure. So, anyways.
Yes, good. I do not have any. No, I'm kidding.
All right. Well, you go first, Jeff. Tell us what you thought about this movie. Give it a rating.
It has its fun
moments. I will
moments.
say that IMDb gives us a 5.3.
Oh, wow. Motherfuckers are high.
It has its fun moments. Like I said, watching it now with a more critical eye, the story is all over the place. In one scene, it's trying to be serious, and the next, it's puntastic.
Yeah.
I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I mean, it's like a 2-star movie for me. It's one that could be on in the background. If it comes on, I'll be like, okay, whatever, I'll just let it play. But yeah, it's like 2 stars. Don't go out of your way to pay for it. Find it free. BitTorrent it, pirate it, whatever. It's fine. Nobody's going to want money from this movie anymore.
Pirate it.
I think several cats
commit a felony.
Away, so.
Commit a felony.
This movie's so bad. Just fucking pirate this damn thing.
I don't normally condone it, but in this case,
yeah. I mean, it's really hard to argue with that. So you give it a 2 out of 10?
I'm out, ladies and gentlemen.
Uncle Ron, what about you, man? If you had to rate this one, where are you throwing this one?
Wow. I'm going to rate it.
He's gonna give it like a 7.
No, I'm gonna give it a 3. It's one of those things where if it is on TV, just keep watching it. Don't seek it out on your own unless you like to suffer.
On TV.
Exactly. So that's my thought. JB, can you drop me down for just a second, please? I have to use the lavatory, and I'm old, so I have to go. If I
fine, I'll try. Oh man! So all right, I am going to look and see. Like it's like I'm not seeing Santa's sleigh on TV, like ever. I mean, I don't think it's ever been on TV.
I think one time it might have been on Sci-Fi.
I'm looking at the TV Guide channel, and the TV Guide channel just tells me where I can rent it. And you can rent the standard definition version for the same price as the high definition version, which I mean, that's saying something by itself. It's $4.
Yeah.
It's not worth $4. I mean,
no.
I say watch this movie if you find it at a garage sale for under $1. Other than that, I'm kind of with Jeff on the fact that maybe you should just go ahead and just pirate this bitch. Watch it on YouTube. I don't care. It's worth seeing for the simple fact of saying, hey, I saw it.
Yeah.
It's not worth paying for. It's honestly, it's probably not going to be worth the hour and 18 minutes, which is a very short runtime for this movie too.
It's short runtime, but it does tend to drag in spots, so it feels longer than it is.
Right. It's weird for a movie because, I mean, like, once we take out the beginning credits, the ending credits, I mean, we're looking at like an hour and 5. We're looking at about a 65-minute movie. And in 65 minutes, it still fucking drags in spots.
Yeah.
I know this is something Ron wanted to bring up, so I'm going to wait off for a second. I'm watching there, seeing if he's going to pop back up. But there is something I did want to mention there because, I mean, it's worth mentioning. I will say, going into this movie, I probably should have realized that Bill Goldberg was Jewish.
I mean, the name alone.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I was trying not to be all stereotypical about it.
True. I get that. That.
But then again, if I would have saw the curls, I would have known for sure. In fact, there's Ron right there. Now, he's muted, I think, or something.
My bladder is now empty.
Oh, thank God. We were so fucking worried.
I know you were. I heard your asses laughing as I was getting up.
Whatever. There is something though, like you pointed out earlier that this is actually the film where Bill Goldberg met his wife.
Right. There's a sequence in the
Chris
strip
Kattan.
club. When the strip club sequence, when Bill Goldberg has the stripper hit him in the face, crotch first, that's his wife. Now,
yes,
that's how they met.
He met her crotch first.
Yes. See, so I'm not so weird because he went downtown on their first meeting, but I bet they didn't have sex.
Do it.
She never asked me for oral.
Just think about it though. If you would have done that to her, you could have been married just like Bill Goldberg.
But then wouldn't I have to be in a shitty Santa movie?
I mean, I kind of seen you already do shitty Santa clip.
Hey, fuck you, that was funny. That was funny as hell.
Man.
It was, but I had to work it in to make it work for this.
Yeah, I know.
Man.
I will say overall, I'm going to have to be... I mean,
it's a tonal mess.
People are going to fucking hate me for this. All right. The beginning is fun. I will say that. I'm going to go with like 3.5, maybe 4 on this one.
That's respectable.
I still think there's some fun in here. I think, some of the stupid little jokes for it are kind of weird. Like, when they pull out the book, he goes, "Is that the Necronomicon?" Like, just some stupid ass fucking shit. Still kind of made me giggle to myself. The fact that they were playing fucking curling to figure out if Santa was going to fucking deliver toys or fucking go around fucking being a murderous fucking asshole is hilarious to me. In fact, I wish we would do that more often today, where we would decide if somebody died.
Or we would just be a murderous asshole. Oh,
yeah, that too. I mean, I don't see the point. Like, why not? It might be fun. Who the fuck knows? But I don't think it was that horrible. I mean, yeah, it's a bad movie. It's not worth a lot. I wouldn't spend money. I mean, I'm saying a lot of really bad things and trying to back up that I still like it. Take my opinion for what it is. I like Troll. I liked Garbage Pail Kids. I mean,
you're the president of the Ed Gale fan club.
Oh, I don't know. He wouldn't agree with that.
That's right, bud.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, I've also publicly gotten into arguments with celebrities, so I mean, take my opinion for what it's worth at times. I guess. I mean, sometimes it's worth a lot to you. Sometimes it ain't really worth shit. But we at least have fun doing the stuff that we do. But yeah, I give it like a 3.5, 4. I really wish that they would come out with a sequel to this, where you could actually really see how Jewish Goldberg was.
Oh God!
And I don't know what you would call it, because everything that I'm coming up with in my head
is horribly offensive.
Yes.
Okay.
So I mean, I can't figure out where they would go with the movie, but I mean, there has to be a Jewish version of Santa Claus that delivers presents for 8 days of Hanukkah, and I'm not sure exactly how it works because I don't know anything really about Hanukkah, to be honest.
I don't know anything about most religion.
Haven't you ever watched Futurama, the Hanukkah zombie?
There we go. Have Goldberg as the Hanukkah zombie. I actually love it. I love it. I mean, that could be a lot of fun. Anyways, though, it's been a fun one, guys. It really has. And remember, check out Jeff over on the Skewered Universe Podcast. They're the best way to say it is they review movies, but that's not the special part. The special part about their show is how they do it. And I've said it many, many times. I love the way you do your show. The format of your show, I think, is what makes the show. And it's cool with you and Leanne's whole, your interactions with it. And I mean, especially when you guys haven't seen stuff. I mean, so, I think, is this the first time you guys have ever been on my show where you actually have seen the movie?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, actually, I believe it is. Yeah.
Yeah, because I believe I introduced you guys to Cannibal Holocaust and Meet the Feebles.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Yep.
Yeah. If there's anything you can call me right now, it's not Christ, but you can call me a good friend.
Well, that depends. I mean, Cannibal Holocaust. I mean, Christ.
That's a good movie.
Hey, I'm still showing up to guests, so I mean.
Exactly. See, he loved it. He loved those movies. But yeah, you can check them out. You're on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook, just search Skewered Universe Podcast. Instagram, Twitter, unfortunately, which I'm not sure why I'm still there, but you know.
Right.
All your podcatchers, YouTube, it's up there too. You can check it out. We actually just released our 50th episode. I know it's taken a while to get there. But just earlier today, it was released. We talked about the original Black Christmas. We watched that for the first time.
Ah, first watch?
First watch.
No, did you? When we did it on the show, we compared it and talked about that in the 2 remakes.
No, I've only seen the mid-2000s remake. I have not seen the new one.
Oh, please do that one.
You never know. It might happen. You never know.
Or watch it and at least give me your opinion. Because you think Garbage Pail Kids is a bad movie? After you see the first original Black Christmas and then you watch the remake, I guarantee you're going to change your mind on the Garbage Pail Kids.
Okay, I'll let you know.
We can't do anything by working with each other.
And also, guys, you can catch Uncle Ron at your local bookstore. He's the mouth on the other side of the hole.
Yeah, funny. You weren't going to tell anybody that.
What?
You weren't going to tell anybody that.
Trying to get you business.
Fair enough.
So I have met Uncle Ron before.
You have.
Yes. Yeah, and did you try those creams to make it bigger?
I did.
Okay. Didn't help though, huh?
No.
Yeah.
He just likes to get you to rub stuff on you.
I hate you all.
He tried doing that to me too. He gave me like these 15 creams. He's like, dude, it'll work. You got to videotape it though.
And put it on Pornhub.
I tried it. It didn't work. And he keeps sending me more creams. So just got to keep going.
See, I was told to go on OnlyFans.
Yeah?
Yeah, with the horsetail butt plug. So I'm not sure what's going on.
Oh, Ron's
on that note, you can find me on all social media at I'm Uncle Ron. I'm going to be streaming directly after this over at twitch.tv/I'm Uncle Ron. I'm going to be playing Wolfenstein: The New Order. So anytime.
Is this your way of making up for all the Jewish jokes?
No, this is my way of getting out of You're the one that was making the Jewish jokes. The fuck are you talking about? I would like to let all of my Jewish brothers and sisters know. And for the record, 95% of the women I've ever dated in my life were Jewish. So,
So Jewish girls like it in the butt.
I don't know. She wasn't Jewish.
Oh,
yeah. The only one. The only one who wasn't Jewish was the one that wanted it in the ass. So you fucking heathens.
Did the rest
that aren't
of them
Jewish?
Out?
Yeah. No comment. But because they may or may not be listening. Because you never know.
If you are listening,
X's watch everything.
Yes or no, if you did.
Anywho, and don't forget to check me out. I'm doing the cover article for the new issue of Any Last Words, which comes out in February. I'm doing an article about Honey the Mail Girl, and you can read my write-up on Silent Night, Deadly Night in the current issue. And what else do I got? I got some comic I'm writing. I can't talk about apparently. Whatever. Yeah. And I'm also writing another comic for me, and I have an article coming out over on Bam Smack Pow about the finale of the comic book Nice House on the Lake, which if you haven't read, I highly, highly, highly suggest you do.
Well, there you go. You heard it here. You know where to find all of us. Thank you all for listening and checking us out. And just remember, Goldberg's Jewish. Have a great night.
Thanks for listening, kiddies. You're all a scream.